crush anyone who blocks my path.
The blood that flows through her veins is special, and extremely dangerous. If showing pity would put my allies in danger, I will not hesitate to kill them.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. I had to turn the mic real quick. Hopefully that didn't pick up too much little wobbles. But regardless, indivisibly, we are back to Three Houses, the Fire Emblem Switch game. I need what Fire Emblem is this? Is Fire Emblem 18? Like, I don't even know where I am in the series. And granted, the games are somewhat disconnected, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Last time we fought through the prologue, we ran into three nobles who I believe will be the three, at least representatives of the three houses. Probably shouldn't say will lead the three houses, but probably they definitely had three different color schemes, and I do believe I have seen from like trailer stuff that the three houses are blue, red, and yellow. So I think they are at least affiliated with the three houses, which is interesting because that implies the houses aren't actually at war, or at least these three aren't. So we'll find out more. Regardless, Alanis was coming to help them, and then was like, "Oh, well, you already took care of it for me. Thank you very much."
Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man. Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway.
I was like, if you're his old right-hand man, there shouldn't be any question. Like, my best friend growing up, I would still know him if he wandered up to me now, even though, okay, well, actually, my best friend growing up, I actually saw last week, but my second best friend, I haven't seen in, about 10 years.
Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
Speaking of which, if anyone knows him, Alan, you're all right. There's going to be a internet scavenging party trying to figure out who Alan is.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore.
But you could be.
These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Wow. Definitely not right-hand man. He's like, God damn it, I don't want to talk to you.
Right. Goodbye, Captain.
Alois is a dumbass.
Wait. That isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
I don't know, monasteries seem like the worst place in the world to have a party.
Garreg Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
No, we have different hair color. Come on, man. Learn your anime tropes. Am I? Like, he's obviously not a stranger to me, and I'm not a bandit, so I want to see what he says.
Great sense of humor, this one. Clearly cut from the same cloth as the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery, too. You will join me, won't you?
I mean, if I'm with the captain who is not your captain. Oh, captain, not my captain!
What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seiros.
I would, because they have armor and I don't. Woo!
The Knights of Seiros? They do seem rather scary.
Get out of my head, sister!
Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question.
No problem, Edelgard. We need to give her a different... Can I just call her Eddie? Or will that confuse me with Eddie from Xenoblade Chronicles? I mean, not Xenoblade, Valkyria Chronicles. Different Chronicles. There's no such thing as Xenoblade Chronicles, is there? I made up a game.
You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker?
Blacksmiths hate him.
Former captain of the Knights of Seiros. Oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
Yeah, except that I'm the strongest knight to ever live. Both of these options are terrible! Wow, the Knights of Seiros, the thing that my, the captain just said, oh wow, these are like the most badass people, like, how would I not know them? But I also, how would I know that he wasn't, how would I not know he was a captain if they were just like, I'm not your captain anymore?
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garreg Monastery.
Every single time I say the name of this place, I always, for a split second, think it's Garreg Mech Monastery. And I'm like, okay, robots would make this game freaking awesome. I want to pilot mechs.
We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
Why? You are the archer. You should never get the worst of it. If you got the worst of it, then your two friends over here are assholes.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat.
I was like, didn't all three of you run this way? I don't think you can really blame him.
Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything.
If they had stayed and died, I would have gotten away.
Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Kitty, don't press buttons. Don't press buttons, Kitty.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
Okay, so basically we have the archer pragmatist, the somewhat naive, although also, you know, Dimitri may just be polite rather than naive. I don't know if he was necessarily fooled. And then Edelgard is the standoffish girl.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me? Naive? Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
What? That question doesn't even make any sense, Edelgard. Are you not capable of keeping quiet, or do you have a condition that keeps you from being quiet? Those are two ways of saying the same thing.
In any case, forgive our digression.
Yeah.
I must speak with you if you can spare a moment.
You stand before the Iron Lord of Ferelden. I don't know why Ferelden came out there, because obviously, like last episode, we were actually comparing this to Trails in the Sky. Dragon Age never came up, but Ferelden just fit. Don't blame me.
The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
I've actually got to go with comments on this one. He has an incredible amount to learn, because the first time he went to go save them, he turned his back on the incoming attack. Like, you don't need to reverse time to know not to turn your back on attack that you know is coming.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry, if your faction is known as the Empire, I have yet to play a game where the Empire were good guys. Star Wars, Empire bad. Final Fantasy VI, Empire bad.
I might as well tell you now. I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Actually, no, I take that back. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the Empire was okay.
Halt, Edelgard. Please, allow me to finish my own proposition.
Halt!
The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself.
The Holy Kingdom. Wow, what a pompous title.
Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Dude, I'm hanging out with my dad. We're mercenaries. This is not... You invited me home as your guest, not into the freaking army recruiter station.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors.
Guys, I gotta tell you, I think we're going with Yellow Kingdom. Purely on the basis of Claude is... Like, obviously he ran away from the battle and he's a little bit of a coward and he's probably not as sharp as the other two, but his personality is the best. Assuming I don't have to make the decision in this episode, let me know in comments, because the one thing I kind of want to avoid, if possible, I don't know that I'll play this all 3 times to see all 3 kingdoms. It kind of depends on how much unique content there is in every story road. But the question is if I only get one playthrough of this, which kingdom is the least often seen? So I also want it'd be interesting for you guys, especially since this is coming out like as the game comes out.
But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
And why is no one trying to, like, recruit the captain, like the greatest knight the world has ever known? Why are they all focusing on me?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well?
The addressing the land of ancient history, Holy Kingdom, the burgeoning League of Noble. So I guess I actually do have to pick now. So unfortunately, you will not get to like advise me. So hopefully, this is not the one that we are. You know, that's I feel bad, but
Is that right? Well, that's a win for the Alliance, so I suppose I'm obligated to be happy.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
was that just saying where I was born, or was that making a choice? Edelgard's is a refined young woman. I feel as though she's always evaluating me. He seems quite sincere, but I sense a darkness lurking beneath, and I am the master of darkness. His easy smile is striking, but that smile doesn't reach his eyes.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy.
If you would go to an actual bed, you probably wouldn't be sleepy all the time.
I may be sleeping, but
I feel like this whole game could be like sidestepped if we would just go ahead and like buy the poor girl a bed. Like, how much better would she be if she had a good night's sleep? She could probably solve all the problems.
Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon. 3 houses.
I can read that too.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree.
I don't know that plants have hopes.
The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
This will be your first time at the monastery.
Yep, I don't do religion.
I'd be happy to show you around.
That's why you had a hard time, Mr. Holy Knight.
In a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough.
How far did you guys run? Also, I do have to take a slight issue with the shadows are going straight up. And that's not really the way they would go, the direction he's walking.
There it is. Garrick Mach Monastery.
That's another thing that are typically evil in RPGs, religious groups. Oh wow, you don't look... You look like the Lord of Coin. Gotta say, the animation quality is very inconsistent. Like, overall it looks really good, but then you've got, like, that walk animation just looked stilted and weird.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
Is that my sister's mom? Obviously it's a half-sister because it's not my mom.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
Oh, wait, maybe that is, like, legit my mom. Maybe, like, the two of them got it on, and that's where I showed up.
You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Is Archbishop gender neutral? For some reason, I always thought Archbishops were men. Although I don't know what would... Archbishop? Archbishop? Yeah, what's an Archbishop?
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Setik. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
I wonder, when she said, is it the flow of time that was brought here, was she talking about me or Gerald? Because I thought it was me at first, but it would make more sense to be Gerald.
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
We had a kid! Wait, you know that.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
So, on the surface, that just means that my mom is irrelevant, but the fact that I've got, like, dark green hair makes me think that there is greenery in my background, so... that may just be something they say in order to keep anyone from knowing the Archbishop has a kid, or that may be, it might be that, like, my mother is actually dead, but her sister, or... I do feel like there's definitely a connection between me and all these green-haired people that keep showing up.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois.
Why are you
What is your
blushing?
name?
My name is...
A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy.
You are welcome. Don't humph.
Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
Nope, no idea.
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
No.
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say.
It's interesting that that
Until
guy
tomorrow. Farewell.
has dark green hair. So apparently just green is a much more common hair color in this world.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros.
Well, not really forced. We can run away.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I've got to work here.
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it.
Wait, what? I don't know how to teach. I barely know how to learn.
You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor.
You do it. You taught me. Why am I doing it?
And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
It's interesting they make Alois do it so it doesn't affect, you know, who I'm partnering up with.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
Good lord, how can anyone focus in your class? I didn't get a good look at the... I got a good look at the bottom half of your outfit before, but the top is not much Jeebus.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea.
There's people standing right behind you.
I don't know what she's thinking, making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know.
It's interesting that she didn't recognize Dad for being, you know, the most famous knight in the kingdom.
I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy.
The hell is a Crest Scholar? Does that mean you study noble family coat of arms?
I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's
God
nice
damn
to
it.
meet you.
No, songstress is not the one that would surprise me. You're a physician?
I look too pretty for that line of work, do I? But yes, when I'm not teaching, I can be found in the infirmary. If you're ever lonely, please do come and pay me a visit.
God, you are coming on thicker than the mayor's wife!
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses.
Oh hey, that's the name of the game.
I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
9.
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain.
Also, wait a minute. I get to pick which house I take over even though there's only one vacancy?
The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
I love how they show the pictures just in case you're forgetting who people are.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
How completely plausible that the heir to all 3 thrones just happens to be in school at the exact same time.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
And I'm sure there's going to be an attempt on the life of, like, all 3 of them because they're all in one place. That's called a strike of opportunity.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings.
So it's not going to make me
When
make the
you have a
decision
moment,
yet.
please
Good.
stop
Maybe
by
you
my
guys do have an
office
option. I think I was just saying where I was born, which I don't know why I got to pick that.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way.
But you didn't even know who I was until you started this conversation. How did you notify them that I was... Oh, did you just not know anyone's name? Did you not do your research at all? What kind of teacher are you? I need answers!
I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I still get the feeling that she's my mom. I don't know why. They've even, like, gone out of their way to deny it, but it's just, I got a feeling.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Geralt character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago?
How many times did he save the kingdom, dude? Shut up, Sedith.
I would remind you that Flayn is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual.
Which they will conveniently not name in order to increase tension and questions among the players.
We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Oh, well, I definitely have ill will towards the church, but that's because I played too many RPGs.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Wow, that's a, like, very subtle diss. This is a long load screen. Holy crap. I almost wish they'd have the running guy go across as it loaded. Because this just seems a little silly. Okay, there it goes. You don't have time to play a video? The way that was opening, I expected like bandits to rush in or something. Which wouldn't have made a lot of sense. I can't hear you! I'm sorry, the guy behind her looked constipated. So these are all the various peoples of the Academy. People of the world. Two against one. Oh, and of course they have the little... Ah, my god. That was an odd profile to give her.
Of course.
You ever unsure what to do next? Look through the foot. Be sure to greet everyone.
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here.
Slightly.
Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits.
So in 21 years, they can come back and be treated as a hero.
Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
Oh, wait, is it the, golden bow guy?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
So here's hoping I don't completely forget where to go and will run into a situation where I can't find my way back. Because that would be bad. So this appears to be a side conference room or something. Conference. I'm not allowed to leave the room. Okay. I was going to go talk to everyone before I accepted the quest.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers' Academy, correct?
I did, because I paid attention.
To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the Academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me.
You got it.
May I ask a favor of you?
I'll get a vulnerary. I think someone in the comments said those were actually good this time around. I didn't know what they meant because I've never seen them before, but okay. Quest text. Yep. Cool. Now it'll let me leave the room. That's odd. I have to press on the arrow. I can't go through the doors. Seems slightly poorly made. Yeah, I see it. Are all of you people talkable? No. There are many people here that are not talkable. I guess you can look at the mini-map and find out. Well, there's an important person. Okay, so I'm guessing like these people are. I can take Casper to fight. Bernadette's always in a room. So you can see what they say, but you can't talk to them. I think the only ones with the golden icon are discussable.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresburg.
Which is one of the reasons I'm not lending my strength to the Empire. You, like, literally asked me to join up and didn't even introduce yourself.
I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
I literally have only been able to talk to you so far.
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant. Arrogant, even. But there's little to be done. One day, I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor.
Oh, that's also an interesting thing I just thought about. Because if I... And again, I haven't made my choice yet, so don't feel like I have. But if I do go with the yellow house, didn't the yellow guy actually level up? So I'm getting a slight benefit in the fact that the person I'm picking is stronger. Because, yeah, she's level 1 with about halfway full of the bar. Obviously, that doesn't make a huge difference in the long run, but it's something to think about. Well, experience earned by 1.2. She is strong in a lot of stuff, but is not good with bows or books. She's not good at books!
What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities. Me? Well, what else?
Here's the guy that looks like he's constipated.
Is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child.
I'm assuming that generally speaking, all of them are roughly equal in terms of, like, I don't need to look at, oh, you use bows, and it should be roughly even, I would think.
You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
If you get past his bad points, he's okay.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Duke Ayer, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status.
I wish I could go to the next person without having to back out, go down, and come back.
He's remarkably intelligent.
That's a he?
But he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
Oh, here's Casper.
He's the second son of Count Bergliez. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself.
Because someone was saying they could probably take him in a fight.
He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
Okay, so yeah, adjacent foes have a hard time dodging him. Interesting, they put, except for her, they put all the boys first and the girls at the end.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry. I'll make sure she finds her way to class. Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception.
Yeah, they all said noble up until now. Wow, songstress, that's amazing.
She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
And Petra.
To the west of Fodlan is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
Alright. So now we need to find... Hello!
Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure.
I realize I'm going slightly long, but I do want to like introduce all the people so that in comments you guys can... This is the thing, is like I said, my biggest desire, obviously, I should be picking up my own merit, but if everyone's going like Black Eagle House or Black... Whatever the different houses are, I kind of want to just be also interesting for you guys, so if everyone's like, oh yeah, everyone does this house, I'll try and avoid it, just for uniqueness. Plus, I wouldn't mind doing this multiple times, again, assuming that the story is significantly different.
As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
I am not a new student, sir. You are not paying attention. Can't go past here. Well, that's lame.
Huh?
Yes.
Wow, that's a... I see a kitty! Guys, I saw a kitty. There was a cat right here. There was a cat right here.
The Golden Deer House is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Our house leader is heir to the Alliance's leadership, House Regan. We have plenty of other prominent nobles as well.
Well, there's a lot of talkable people out here.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness.
See, I gotta say, like, his personality is the one that ingratiates itself to me the most.
I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone? Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well.
Okay, so the three leaders have the exact same multi-impulse, or at least these two do.
But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little. He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
With a battalion? What the hell is that?
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents...
Oh god, he doesn't know how to button his shirt.
Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and... actually, that's about it. He's the second son of a merchant family.
So yeah, a lot more commoners in this house.
Business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
Oh, that's a rough thing to get into.
Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here.
Oh, so she's Fi.
But watch out. She gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know? Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her.
Oh, wow.
She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
There's a lot more, like, when I'm looking over their abilities, there's a lot more like, oh, gets more, sorry, just cavalry or flying. There's a lot more things to keep in mind with this.
Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess. Leone enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
There's a lot more people to talk to over here that we didn't have before.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leone Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Oh, absolutely. Know all about you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
All right, we got one more house to find.
Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is...
Marianne van Edmund.
Oh, geez, she's barely able to talk.
Are you joining the Knights of Seros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you. So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you.
Honor to be met.
Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithia von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
I will definitely not be able to remember that.
What do you think? Ah, you must be the renowned mercenary who rescued Claude. Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes
I
of
hate his hair, just saying.
My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
Ah. You know, all the good work he has done, you guys are undoing.
Okay. This classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. Our house leader is Prince Dimitri.
So that must be... okay.
All of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Hey there. Are you the mercenary who saved His Highness? It's an honor to meet you.
So interesting, I'm actually running into them before I hear about them.
I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier.
Sylvain.
Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
Hi!
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about.
Ash is not a boy's name.
Great to meet you.
Except in Abyss.
This here is Dedu. He serves Prince Dimitri.
Dedu.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude. Should you ever require my strength, please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
Ah. Yes. I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
You're welcome.
He also said you're quite skilled. And he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Okay, Felix.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting?
Keep it in your pants, buddy.
Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery?
Mercedes.
Oh, Mercy. Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about?
Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers' Academy.
I certainly intend to.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend.
I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
So it is interesting that I happened to run into them before I ran into the third house leader.
Okay.
Hey.
And here's the Black Eagles that we already heard about.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard.
You look like you're trying your best to grow up and become Snape.
I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks. This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago...
Well, let her speak for yourself, you dick!
In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello, I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible.
I try and be incredible.
The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, Caspar. I will never not call him Casper.
Linhard, goodbye.
Sheesh, Linhard. How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
I thought that they were told that I was going to be an instructor. I guess not all of them.
Well, aren't you just lovely? Is this your first time in the monastery? Shall I show you around? Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the academy, I was a member of
Yep,
an
I
opera
remember you.
company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime. What? I don't talk to strangers.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt. Is that not right?
I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the
Wow,
Eyre
a legitimate
the
son.
Empire's
What has your dad been
foremost
getting into?
Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
Okay, there are a couple of mooks around. Now I just need to find... There's the kitty! I found the kitty! Second floor.
Hello.
Ah, there you are, Dimitri.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy.
The other day,
to
wasn't that
properly
earlier
introduce
this morning?
myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance.
I agree.
In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention? Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to...
So yeah, all three of them do that same
don't
thing.
you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
Dadu.
Dadu was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man.
That's so weird. The unit takes no action except wait, grants defense +4. So it's like, he's really good at holding his ground, but he can't ever... I guess that would be if you have a narrow area and put him out in front, and everyone else uses, like, ranged weapons.
Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy.
What's a battalion?
He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime. He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner.
Oh, is that what the legitimate son thing was about?
He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
Interesting lockpick. That by itself, although I didn't look at all of them, maybe some other unit has a lockpick.
Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
Mercedes.
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom.
Oh, that's interesting. When healing an ally with white magic, then she'll also get healed.
She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her. Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery. She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night.
I mean, what you gonna do?
Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
Interesting. I wonder what a gambit is.
I appreciate your effort.
All right. And with that, assume he doesn't.
How
Nope.
are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses.
Nope,
of
nope, nope, nope,
students.
nope, nope, nope.
I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer.
I'm not making the decision yet. No.
Different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Okay, good. Like, I'm not ready to make that decision yet. What is this? No. No, I don't know what you're doing, but... I zoomed in somehow. How do I unzoom?
Right.
I pressed a button I didn't mean to press. Help! Well, I'll have to figure that out. Let me save, and next time I will apparently pick the house. So, if you guys have a preference, let me know, or forever hold your pieces. Sorry this episode was a little bit longer than normal, but like I said, there wasn't a good breaking point, so I didn't break. Bye!